And no, looks like okay. There it is. Nice. All right. Wrestling Rehab. Shouts to all my junkies out there. Cholo Trucker, the heel Cholo Trucker here, man. Shouts to my brothers in crime. Paul from LA Times. Cricket from Incredible Javier. I am doing this on my phone because I don't have my laptop on me, man. So I'm hoping everything goes good. Let me change the channel here real quick. There it is. All right. What's up? Shouts to all my junkies again, man. All right. So, man, we are getting closer and closer to this crown jewel, right? And look, I'm getting excited for it, man. I really am. This is gonna be looking to be one heck of a pay per view. What's up, Benny? Um, Unfortunately, it's gonna be at an odd hour, but man, I really look forward to it. I like the matchups. Everything's that I'm seeing and hearing about it, man. It looks like it's gonna be a pretty good one. Hopefully, it lives up to the hype. Um, Again, you know, I don't want to keep beating a dead horse here, but I don't really like that they do these super shows on the other side of the world like this. But hey, whatever, man. Either way, it looks like it's gonna be a good card. So I was uh I was listening to a couple of wrestling channels, right? As I always do, man. I like to peep out some game and see if there anybody got any good insights and stuff like that. Well, I came across um an interview with Brutus the Barber Beefcake, right? And it was interesting, man. I like Brutus the Barber Beefcake. I was never like a huge fan of his, but yeah, he was cool, man. He was doing his thing, right? And I'm like, yeah, let me just go ahead and check out this interview with Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Holmes, right? And the question was asked, right? What happened to Spencer? I just finished shooting. What happened to Hulk Hogan's eye at WrestleMania 9? Um, that's a great question. If people don't remember, WrestleMania 9 took place at Caesar's Palace, right? And the Hulkster was in a tag team match. It was him and Brutus the Barber Beefcake going up against Money Incorporated, which was IRS and the Million Dollar Man, Ted DiBiase, right? Hogan had an injured eye going into the match. He had a black eye and it was red and it looked like it was a little shut, right? Um I never really knew what happened. Um but never really got so um the talk was that he got into some pleito in the back with the Macho Man Randy Savage, and the Macho Man, let him have it, right? And that's why he got a black eye. And a lot of it had to do was because Macho Man and Elizabeth were breaking up. They were going through a divorce, and Elizabeth went and stayed with the Hulkster at his house or something like that, right? And that the Hulkster got jumped at a bar or something like that, right? I didn't really get that scoop. I never really heard that one. But Brutus was all like, yeah, that that was staged. That was just to put something out there, right? So Brutus tells the story, the real story on what happened to Hulk Hogan's eye at WrestleMania 9, coming into WrestleMania 9 already with his eye all jacked up. So Spencer. So they were out riding wave runners, right? They're like jet skis. And the Hulkster starts standing up on one. He hits a wave, kind of loses control, and he fractures his eye on the handlebar of the wave runner. And he was not really cleared to wrestle. And I didn't know this, but and near did I realize it, but apparently Hogan didn't really do a lot of wrestling in that match. I would have to go back and rewatch it, because I just off the top of my head, I mean, I could remember the match happening. I can't remember, exactly how much time Hogan was actually in there, right? I remember big thing. They opened up the briefcase and there was a brick in there and just things like that, right? And then money, and they start passing out money. But I just thought it was really interesting, Holmes, because that was really something that I was like, hey, what did happen to Hulk Hogan's eye? Why is his eye all messed up? Going into WrestleMania 9, I interview as clear as day, right? I remember his eye. What the hell? What happened to his eye? And especially later on, because he becomes uh, um, WWF champion, right? After Yokozuna beats Bret Hart, the Hulkster gets in there, and he beats Yokozuna. But no, I just thought I'd go ahead and share that. Pretty damn interested, man. When I saw the interview and that question was asked, I'm like, hey, yeah. What was the deal with his eye? Apparently, his eye was fractured pretty bad. So anyway, there's that inside story on that. So there you go. Little bit of the old school right there. So anyway, man, this thing with my tribal chief now having to deal with Jay Uso, right? Jay is really coming unhinged. If you guys watch SmackDown, it was a good one. It was a good one. They were all out there, and they had Sammy and Jay. They wanted to work it out, right? Roman Reigns comes out, and it got really good, Holmes. It got really good when Jay was yelling at Sami Zayn, and Sammy goes, "The tribal chief said," and Jay says, "Man, I don't give a damn what the tribal chief said." Like that was gold right there, Holmes. That was gold, man. Um, Roman Reigns looks up and slowly starts turning around, and the entire crowd starts chanting, "You effed up, You effed up. You effed up. It was good, man. It was classic, right? And Sammy coming out and saying like, "Hey, he's not feeling oozy." Kind of, kind of broke the ice a little bit. I thought it got the seriousness of the situation out of there, right? Everybody started kind of smirking a little bit because it was funny, right? It was funny. It's like, yeah, he's not feeling oozy enough. So, so the tribal chief, man, he's like he can't stop, right? He needs to laugh, and it was just one heck of a great segment, man. It really was. This turned out to be really really good. And if you guys didn't know, um, Sami Zayn, I don't know if he's adopted the Superman punch or not, but there is footage of Sami Zayn doing the Superman punch on Braun Strowman at a house show over the weekend. So it's gonna be interesting, man. If he's gonna, adopt it, pick it up, and start running with the Superman punch, right? Um, because he hasn't done it on TV yet, but he's done it at a house show. So I'm assuming that he's gonna start doing it on the major platforms now, and we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see how everybody reacts to that. For him to go out there and start doing the Superman punch, and if anybody's interested, he did the Superman punch at a house show against Braun Strowman. Whether he won or lost the match, I don't really know, but I did see the footage of him doing the Superman punch on Braun Strowman. So this is getting really really good, which kind of leads me to Kevin Owens. KO is great, right? He's great at what he does, man. He's got some great mic skills, his personality, right? I like KO. Um, I don't know what they're doing with him. They were bringing him in the loop, um, with Sami Zayn and all, but that just kind of faded away. They didn't do anything with it. And it sucks because Kevin Owens does have a lot of talent, right? Not just on the mic, because the guy can actually wrestle and wrestle good. I would like to see um, more out of KO. I hope they got plans for him to really start making some pretty big movidas. All right. All right, we're back. Sorry about that, man. So what happened is I got a phone call. See, I'm doing this on my phone because I don't have my laptop on me. I got a phone call, and I guess it just kind of silenced my mic for whatever reason. I don't have a mic, but just the phone. So anyway, back on, man. So like I was saying, um, with Kevin Owens, I really want to see more out of KO. It seems like right now, just the big story is the bloodline, and it should be. It should be. But I really want to start seeing more out of Kevin Owens, man. The guy can really do some great things. So hopefully, they start inserting him a little bit more and give him a little bit more ring time and mic time because I like hearing the guy talk. I really do, man, and I think he could put him in some really good programs. Start some good rivalries because as it stands right now, man, he's just kind of he's just kind of floating around, I guess. But yeah, hopefully we see more from Kevin Owens, and still waiting for the return, right, of a Charlotte. Um, I don't know if the women's division is. It seems like okay. It seems like the women's division, right? Like it was building and building and building, and it just seemed like it just kind of stopped, right? It's not getting any better, but it's not getting any worse either. It seems like it just kind of hit a certain level, and that's where it's at. That's where it's staying. And I think you bring Charlotte into the mix, man. That's gonna, boost it back up. Um, it's look, the women's division is good. Don't get me wrong. I like it. I enjoy it. Right? It seems like it was like red hot at one point. It was just like, man, it was just going higher and higher and higher, man. And now it just kind of seems like it just stopped. And it's not getting anywhere. I mean, it's not worse, right? But it's not better either. It's not getting any better. It's just kind of there, which is cool. That's fine. But you get my girl Charlotte in there, um, it'll start picking back up. The issue with it is Charlotte is made for gold, man. She is made for championship, right? She always needs to be in the conversation of the title picture. She always needs to be in the title picture, right? She needs to be chasing the title or just be the champion. And I think everybody kind of knows that. And she does, at least in my opinion, man, I think she does overshadow uh, a lot of the other females, right? With her gone right now, you can have all these ladies really, getting up there and building their careers because when she steps back in or whenever she's around, it's her and then everybody else. I mean, maybe you could say the same with Ronda Rousey, I guess. I'll tell you guys this. It seems like Ronda has somewhat just kind of fallen in with the roster now. It doesn't really seem like Ronda Rousey is like this huge special attraction, the way Brock Lesnar is. It seems like she's just kind of falling into just one of the other female wrestlers, man. She's probably not there yet, but it seems like that's the way it's heading. So, because at least to me, man, Brock Lesnar is still, and probably for the rest of his career, will not be just one of the regular wrestlers, just one of the regular talent, right? He's this special attraction. And Ronda was that as well, but it just seems like she is now just becoming one of the other talents. Are you feeling Usi? Man, that was one of the greatest segments right there, man, in recent history. I I thought it was great. They did a great job, man. Serio. And just getting the crowd into it, man. Just having the crowd, when Jay Uso said, man, I don't give a damn what the tribal chief said, right? And having the crowd just yell out, you effed up, you effed up, like that. Man, that was gold, man. That was gold, homie. Um, I thought I didn't know what to expect, but then when Sami Zayn came out and said that, right? He's all like, he's not feeling Usi. Like it was just such comedy that it just kind of broke the seriousness. And I was just kind of like, okay, okay, that's cool. So now they could just keep going with this, right? Because I'm like, how are they gonna be able to keep going when Jay Uso is over here disrespecting my tribal chief, right? But you have Sami Zayn come in and say something like that, and it kind of makes it a little funny now, and everybody just starts, clowning around a little bit. It's like, okay, all right. But I'm still very interested, man, to see where this goes. Jay was telling Sammy straight out, you are not a noose, man. He was talking about family. He was talking about all this, man. And you could tell it's coming from the heart, man. It was good. Just, man, I got no idea how this is going to turn out to be, man. I don't know how this story comes to an end. But definitely interested. So we'll see, man. Again, this is a week leading up to dang it, man. What's the name of it? Crown Jewel. There we go. Crown Jewel. We're gonna be seeing a lot more of Logan Paul, obviously, because he's gonna be in the main event of Crown Jewel. So we'll start seeing a little bit more of him this week. He'll be making his rounds. Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley should be good. I like the fact that Bobby Lashley put hands on Brock Lesnar. I thought that was great, man. And Brock Lesnar is actually, while he still is a special attraction, man, he's actually losing, right? And I like it. I don't like the fact that he just comes in and just squashes everybody, man. I think this is good. Match are you looking forward to? Look, I am looking forward to Logan Paul and Roman Reigns. I think, look, Logan Paul, the guy is exciting to watch, man. He is. The vato can go, man. But it's going to be interesting because Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, he's a slow wrestler, right? He does a move and then he takes his time and just kind of looks around. at the fans, right? Every move that he does is meaningful. So whenever he does something, he just kind of hangs around, walks around, and it gets people. It engages the fans, and Logan Paul looks like he's a little bit more on a fast pace. So it's gonna be interesting, man. See what kind of dance they put out there. I'm interested to see that. I do want to see Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. I am interested in that one. One match I'm gonna tell you guys that I'm not interested. I don't mind it, but I'm not that interested. I'm not that interested on Umas versus Braun Strowman. Not really. Um, it's all right, but Braun Strowman can wrestle. Umas is kind of like a Giant Gonzalez, I guess. The guy cannot wrestle. He just tall and just goes out there and just starts. He kind of almost reminds me of Andre the Giant towards the end of Andre the Giant's career, right? The Giant didn't really move too much. He just kind of throw like chops and backhands, and that was about it. Umas is kind of like on that same level. Not a not a lot of wrestling capabilities with him. So I'm not really looking forward to it, and I think they're gonna have Umas win that. Just because they, if they want to build him up, they gotta have him win. Braun Strowman, he can still, he could get over that loss, but I don't think Umas can get over a loss, man, because he's not really. His personality's not there. His wrestling capabilities aren't really there. So, and people don't really care too much about him. So, if they want to build him up, they got to have him win. He cannot recover after a loss. Yeah, it is Raw time, man. Let's see. They got the intro going in right now. Let's see how this sucker starts. That's right. It's a Halloween edition. Oh, you know what? Something I didn't touch on, man, that I wanted to touch on. I think they did a great move by moving Rey Mysterio over to SmackDown. Keep him away from Dominic. Okay, keep him away from Dominic, and let's have that match at WrestleMania. Because I was like, oh man, come on, Holmes, you gotta have that match at WrestleMania. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna have it, you know, at Survivor Series, or God forbid, man, one of these pay-per-views overseas, right? Like Crown Jewel or something. Like, nah, Charlotte, dog. You know what I mean? Save it for WrestleMania. And yeah, I think they were able to save it by moving Rey Mysterio over to SmackDown. And at some point, they got to have it. Maybe at the Royal Rumble, they meet up again, right? And I don't know. I think it'd be pretty cool if Rey Mysterio eliminates Dominic from the Royal Rumble. I think that would be better. And then they start the rivalry again, and then bam, dog, at WrestleMania, they make it happen. All right, so Bianca Belair is coming now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My tribal chief is there, man. Otis versus Riddle tonight. Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley face to face. Okay, yeah, Bianca versus Bailey at Crown Jewel, last woman standing match. I think I'm gonna be real with you guys. I think Bailey gets the strap off of Bianca. You know, she's got all her, you know, she's got her homegirls, right? They'll be there. I think Bailey gets the strap. Oh, that's right. Nikki Cross is back. Hey, by the way, man, I'm glad they took that Nikki ASH out. That sucked. I mean, that was stupid. That little superhero kind of thing. That was ridiculous, Holmes. Who the hell even thought of that? But Nikki Cross is back. I mean, I was never a big fan of Nikki Cross like that. But I just that superhero stupid thing, man. Uh what they did with Molly Holly when she was like the sidekick of the Hurricane. But it looks like that's how you're starting off Monday Night Raw, man. So looks like it's gonna be a good one too. I like how you think. Orale Benny. That's right, dog. I'm glad they moved Mysterio to SmackDown, and they're gonna do the thing hopefully at WrestleMania, Holmes. So, but with that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy Monday Night Raw. You guys go ahead and enjoy it, and let's see what happens, man. We're leading up to Crown Jewel, which I'm being real. I'm looking forward to this pay-per-view, man. It looks like it's gonna be a good one. So with that one, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Cholo Trucker, Wrestling Rehab. Shout outs to all my junkies.